All right, so boom, y'all. This is a podcast, and I have the best Jade player in the fucking universe on the
What's
podcast.
good? What's
Podcast
good?
with me. KHD is in the house, y'all.
What's popping, y'all? What's popping?
KHD, how you feeling, homeboy?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. We chilling.
All right, so there's typically a question, a very first question that I ask all of my viewers, and that's something regarding the status of your YouTube channel and how you feel about it. But
Mhm.
but for you, I got a way more important question that I have to ask first. I heard you got
Okay.
your ass kicked by a truth and light rating player, bro. We gotta talk about that first. I heard you lost to a truth and light rating player. How did that happen?
Uh, all right. So look, man. I messed up. I picked a character I don't usually play, and I lost. So I'm gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept it. I
Man,
accept my
no,
L,
no,
man.
no. That's the oldest excuse in the book, bro. I pick somebody I don't even use like that. That's the oldest excuse in the.
Hey, man, it's the truth, man. It's the truth. But look, I'm not even denying it. I lost. I lost, man. I lost.
All right, because that's something that I was seeing all across Twitter, all across the Mortal Kombat, the whole NetherRealm community know about that shit. Like y'all know, KHD lost to a Truth and Light rating player. He was talking all that shit. And he lost. We had to address that first. I'm just surprised.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm
Let's just
not
hope.
tripping.
Let's just hope in the future people forget about that because that's probably something people gonna bring up to you when you 85. It's like, hey, you remember back in 2020 you lost?
Lost the truth, and I'm like 60 years old.
Yeah, at least like, cause I'm gonna know you too. Then I'm for sure bringing it back up. I'm gonna come to your fucking retirement home and tell you wherever you are. But all right, the real first question is how do you feel about the state of your YouTube channel right now, bro? Do you think like at the rate that you're growing, do you think everything going pretty well? Do you wish there's something big you would change about your channel? Like how you feeling about it right now? Cause you're sitting at like 4,600 subs. So how you feeling about
Yeah,
that?
I feel good about it, man. I feel real good. I'm moving fast every day. I grow more every day. I'm trying to put out better content every single day. I'm reeling out a lot of viewers already. Um, yeah, I'm going pretty fast, so I got nothing negative to say about it. I'm just gonna keep pushing.
Now what made you start doing that, uploading like pretty much every day? Because you didn't start
Uh,
like that. You was like every few days or every week, and now it is every day. Yeah.
well, it's just like this has been my dream thing to do. So like the day I finally noticed that things were going real good for me, I was like, okay, I want to be super consistent with it. And the more that I uploaded once a day, like the more views I started getting, more likes I started getting, comments and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make upload a video a day my permanent thing, my schedule, unless there's something happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so like pretty much, if there's a day that passes and there isn't a KZ video uploaded, should we just assume something
Yeah.
bad happened, or you good?
I mean, I let everybody know what's going on anyway. So if I miss an upload and there's something going on personal, I might just say, something personal going on right now. I might not be able to upload today, but I got y'all tomorrow. I got y'all to double upload this there or whatever, something like that. So yeah, I remind everybody.
Man, watching your Twitch streams for the past few like weeks been kind of difficult since like the allergies was kicking in. You couldn't talk. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm for sure stay for the gameplay, but I wish you could say something.
yeah, man, bro. Allergies is bad. Allergies is super bad, and it's terrible for me in the mornings. It's real bad.
Like, so you just wake up like just sneezing and like coughing and stuff.
Yeah, it's super bad, man.
Damn, I'm sorry about that, man.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm starting to feel a little better. So
And it's really just the summertime. You said right? It be happening in the summer.
yeah, most of spring and like most of summer. So
Damn,
it
that's
should
a
be.
whole 6 months of just terror. Oh,
Yeah, it's terrible, man. It really is. Like I
everybody
can't
else
go
be
near
like, I
my
love the
dog.
summertime. That's my favorite season. And you like, hell no.
Right, man. I'll be outside in the backyard with a mask on playing basketball. But yeah, I can't go near my dog, man. Can't go outside without a mask on. Like it's bad. But later on in the day, it kind of dies down. So
All right, fine. I'm gonna come over to your crib and hoop, but it got to be like past 7 p.m. I am not trying to get sneezed on, but I'm sorry. The
it's
next
all good.
question, the next question I have is pretty much okay. So, what does KHD mean? Like, why is that like your stage name, your Twitter name, and
Uh,
everything? Like, what is that?
well, I used to go by like what my actual name is, but my friends started calling me just K for the first letter of my name. So I was like, okay, I might be able to make something out of this. And then
Right.
that's why I came up with Kaee. And I came up with Kaee, and then HD really ain't got no meaning to it. It's just high definition. So
I'm crying.
again,
This whole time, like I just gave you the benefit of the doubt. This whole time, just assumed that it was your initials. I'm like, all right, his fucking middle name probably Harold, last name Davidson or something.
Hero, dude.
Yes, I thought your name was just like Kaline Harold Davidson.
Nah, it's just high def, man. I
All
don't
right,
know.
so the two E's are just random too. Like, let me just add these on there.
Yeah.
All right, so who is like KHD anyway? Are you just, other than being the best J player in the universe? So like, who is the person behind KHD?
I mean, yeah. Other than the game and stuff like that, man, I'm real into music. I love doing music. I've been making music
Yeah,
since.
I've been PPO shit. First of all, yeah, that
Yeah,
shit,
man.
bro. On my
Appreciate it,
last
man.
video, bro, people say like, but it's like the best song you promoted. That KHD shit was fire, and you didn't
Yeah.
say nothing. I'm like, bro, he is terrible. You got all these fans, he
I
like taking advantage of it.
I seen it and I responded, but I guess it didn't send.
Man, I'm not trying to hear that.
Yeah, I've been doing music since around 2011, and then I started taking things serious like maybe like 2-3 years later. Um, yeah, I just started chasing the dream for music too and gaming. I get the music from my brother too. My brother he put me on to making music and stuff like that. He had me freestyle and trying to learn all the usual music stuff. So yeah, that's where I got that from too.
Okay. So, so pretty much just like other than the video game stuff, you just out here rapping and stuff now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
It's
shit.
just
Are you like? I see you be plugging your music channel and like your description all the time. So have you have people who watch your fighting game videos go over to the music channel and tell you they
oh
like it?
yeah, definitely a lot actually, a lot of people.
So with the YouTube thing, one of the things I like to ask YouTubers is how do they feel about their most popular video? So for you, your most popular video is the Jade combo video. Like after, I think it was after Aftermath that came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So at this moment, that video is sitting at 26K. So how do
Oh
you feel?
wow.
So how do you feel knowing you have a video on YouTube with over 26,000 views?
Oh man, like I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. I check it every single day just to look at that number. I love that number, man, because it motivates me more to upload more and try to put out better videos. So I want to average 20K views a video or even more. So it motivates me. That's why I keep looking at it every single day.
I'm loving that grind, man. I love it.
Yeah, man.
And that was the reason I asked that is just is simply the reason I asked that is because your tolerance is honestly going to end up changing because especially
Mhm.
like as for me right now I'm at like 69,000 like subscribers and shit and I have several videos with over 100K. So it really just depends
Mhm.
on like how long I had the video up and like how many views it got. Like the video that I just uploaded yesterday is already sitting at over 10,000. So I'm loving that. Like
Oh
10,000
yeah,
in like
that's
1 day. That shit is insane.
10K in one day is great.
But say if it was like a video that I uploaded and it got 10,000 in a week, I would be like, and that's what I meant by the tolerance thing. Even then, 10,000 in a week, like that's great. Some people would love to have 10,000 views in a week. Like you'll see 10,000 a week and
Hmm.
go crazy. But like for me, since I've had many videos go past that, I look at 10,000 a week and I'm like, come on, like that's it.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling, man.
I was just saying that to correlate with the video over 20,000 views because right now you like, bro, that shit lovely, that shit motivated me. But there's gonna be a point you get only 20,000, you gonna be like, damn, that's it.
Yeah,
Like
that's
y'all,
it. I
y'all ain't
know.
fucking with me.
Yeah. See, that's another thing though too. Like even those negative feelings motivate me too. If I'm let's say I'm averaging like 50K and then I do only get like 26K on a video for a week and I'll just be like, okay, what's going on? What did I do wrong?
Yeah, what was
I
it about
probably go
that
back.
video that made not many people watch it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I just go back and look at it and try to do something completely different from what I did.
It's
So,
funny because YouTube will actually tell you that themselves when you're in your little studio tab looking at your
oh yeah,
analytics or
yeah, yeah.
whatnot. They'll say, "Oh, this video didn't perform as well compared to other videos." So
Hmm.
see what was so different about it that didn't attract the audience. They'll tell you that themselves.
Yep.
All right. So the biggest thing I have to ask you, Jade HD. So what was your reason for first? What is your reason for being in love with Jade so much anyway? Because she was the very first character I picked up in Mortal Kombat 11, and it was just simply because
Hmm.
one, I didn't even use her. Well, actually, no, scratch that. I did use her MK9, and I even picked up Kitana's mournful variation of MK10. But seeing Jade in the MK11, I didn't think too much of it at first. But when I got the beta, she was the first character I used, and then the full game came out. I'm like, shit, I already know how to use Jade, so let me pick her up. I was upset the Deadly Butterfly didn't have the same
Oh
like
yeah,
hit advantage and
how it
stuff. They
was.
changed that. I'm like, all right, I don't know if I'll use this character anymore. But
Yeah.
I just picked up Jade for that simple reason. She was the only character I knew how to use already when the game came out. But what is your reason? How does your whole YouTube channel become evolved around Jade? Like, why do you love her so much?
Okay, I'll be honest with you. So I was real hyped for this game when I seen the trailer and stuff like that, and then the beta had dropped, and it was like maybe like 6 characters on there,
Yeah.
and I had tried everybody out. I started to use Cabal a little bit, and it was just something about him that I wasn't catching. I didn't like Scorpion, didn't like Scarlet, Baraka, and I was like, okay, there's only one more character I
Damn.
didn't try.
She was really
Yeah.
like the last person on the list. You tried everybody
Yeah.
else first.
Yeah, I clicked and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and check this out. And then she like right off the go, I could tell that she was gonna be one of those characters that was like real low key with what she can do and how good she is and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I like characters like that. I've always liked characters like that in every video game.
The
And
underdogs.
yeah, the characters that just the low to mid tier characters that may have these really nice moves and stuff like that, and I can just create my own kind of game style and play style around that character and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I grabbed her and I was using her in the beta, and then I started falling for her moves, like the pole vault and stuff like that. I really liked all her moves. So yeah, and then when the game fully came out, they started doing the tournament variations or whatever, and yeah, I jumped straight into the tournament variations. They was like made perfectly for me for some reason. And yeah, I was just grinding. Like I was using her zoning variation. I wasn't even zoning. I was using all her projectiles in combos to to look stylish and stuff like that. And I found it fun. So and I still do it to this day. So yeah.
Have you just a quick question about like regarding hate comments or anything? Have you ever seen like a hate comment on your video saying something like, damn, why is Jade like the only person this guy used? Like something like that?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure you don't even get hate comments that much, but have you ever had somebody say that?
Yeah, I've had a couple of people. I can count on my hand how many people I've gotten like that. But when I tell them, the reason why this is the only character I use, they immediately understand and they start to relate, I guess. So
I mean, shit,
yeah.
I'm about to play devil's advocate then. Like, why the hell is Jade the only character you use, man? I'm looking at your channel right now. You got like 90 videos and 89 of them about Jade. Like, what is this? You don't use nobody else?
Yeah, man. It's just Jade. It's all Jade. Well, mostly at a high level, pretty much. I'll use a different character, but not at a high level. Like if it's a tournament or something like that, I'm 100% gonna use Jade. But if I'm just messing around online, I might use some other characters that I'm not that good with.
That would explain why you don't want to why you don't want to give the person who beat you with rating that full credit. Talking about something, I was using the character. I was just bullshitting around, man. All right, I see how it is too.
No, I take my L, man. I take my L. I'm not gonna hold that from you. I lost. Like I don't have a problem losing at all, man.
So because you keep picking up the characters that I be using anyway. Just like following you on Twitter or just like watching the newest video, it'll be like trying out Cetrion, trying out Frost. I'm like, why does this guy keep picking up every character that I use? You about to make me not want to play the game anymore. I'm gonna pick up somebody like that don't nobody use, some like collector or some shit.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I've tried every single character in the game right now besides one character, and I try to get good with everybody because that's how I used to be in other fighting games. I legit mained everybody, so I'm trying to do that in this game, but it's not working for me in this game for some reason.
Some characters playstyle you just can't get with.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like Cetrion, it's like her. That's the perfect example.
You love Cetrion though.
Yeah, Cetrion cool. She cool. She cool. If I was good with her, I'll pick her up.
I mean, so I thought you did pick her up though. I thought she was like a little pocket character for you.
I mean, like at like high level, I might pick her up. Like, I do use her right now, but I'm not good enough to go into a tournament and expect to go far. So
Man, people were sleeping on her born again variation. They saying it's cold now because they buffed the
Mhm.
little
So,
whirlwind thing. I'm like, man, oh y'all some
mhm.
haters. It been good.
Yeah, everybody hated that variant. Well, nobody used that. Kept saying it was the worst variation in the game.
People didn't take me serious at all. Whenever I would challenge somebody, I'd be like, play my born again set shrine. They'll just laugh and be like, ha, this guy is trolling. I'm like, I'm not trolling. I really want to play you with born again set
Yeah,
shrine.
that variation was super underrated. I think it was just because the tornado on block wasn't that good.
Yeah, and you
But
couldn't combo
but
into it. Yeah.
on hit it was great too. It was super good. It was just like doing the wall, but it was I think it's isn't that move like more plus or something like that?
Yeah, I believe they changed. They gave it an additional hit when you first started up, and then they changed the frame data on it. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know if
it
it's.
is.
I think the just the amplified version is plus.
Okay.
Even then, the pushback is far as hell anyway, so it's really hard to
Hmm.
get punished for that. But I'm just like that with underrated variations in general. That's why I use Spellmaster Shang Tsung. I use Truth and Light Raiden because I just love
Yeah.
people who just like talk junk about the character, then lose. I don't know if you can relate to that, but we just gonna go on to the next question then.
All right.
All right, so so I believe this is something we touched on before we start recording. I'm not sure, but I wanted to ask you of all characters in Mortal Kombat 11, because there's like 33 people. Of all the
Yeah.
characters in this game, which character do you have absolutely no interest in learning how to use? So say you had to teach yourself how to use every single character in the game. Which character would be dead last on that list? Like when you picking up a new character, you just don't care about this person at all.
Probably the only character that I have yet to use in anything, Kotal. I have yet
Kodo
to
Khan, what?
Yeah, I have yet to use him, man. I don't. It's just I don't understand him for some reason. It's something about him that's just throwing me off.
Gold Banks hasn't even convinced you to pick him up.
Not at all. Like it was. I'll admit, it's been moments where I would see him maybe in tournament or he might do something against me, and I'm like, okay, that I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. That looks pretty useful. But I just can't use him for some reason. Like, I haven't even taken him into practice before.
Shit, so he's the character that's just dead last. Like you would honestly use every other character in the game before you get to Kodo.
Mm-hmm. I'll use any other character before him. I don't. I really can't tell you why, man. Like, I don't know.
So it's not even that you don't hate the character or nothing. You just yeah.
No, I definitely don't hate him. Like he a real cool character. He was real cool in MKX too. He a real cool character. I like his role in the story and stuff like that. But I don't know. He just like not that interesting to play to me right now for some reason.
All right, shit. Because my answer to that was Jax, and that's why I was mentioning to earlier. Actually, scratch that.
Yeah.
My answer to this is actually every single person in the second row. I'm pretty sure you're not like looking at the character screen or nothing, but Joker, Johnny
Okay.
K, Sonya,
Uh,
Cassie, Jackson, Spawn, all
Pretty
six of them
much.
are
Oh,
my
the
answer.
special forces and the two guest characters.
I didn't even know that shit went together. You're right. This is the special forces. Yeah,
That's the entire
Jack.
special forces.
Yeah, pretty much all of them. I just don't care. Of all six of these people, Cassie is the first one that I may pick up, and that's simply because she was one of the new characters I didn't use in Mortal Kombat X. So I'm like, you know what? Let me pick her up in 11 and see how she is. Plus, I like the Harley
Mhm.
Quinn skin that she got. That shit pretty dope. So she's the one that I may choose first out of the six. But just looking at everybody else, just Spawn, Jax, Sonya, I don't care about any of these people. I'm
I
just
feel
like,
you, man.
man.
Cassie is a good character. She a real good character.
I want to pick up Sub So Decent. Everybody said that shit garbage. That's gonna be the first variation I learn how to use when I pick up
It
Cassie.
got buff. It actually got a pretty good buff.
With the not the teleport, the jumping across on the drone doesn't cost any meter anymore, like
Yeah,
that.
it don't cost meter, and you could the little glow kick she could fatal off of it. So and it don't really scale.
It's, all right, shit. I'm about to pick up Cassie then. Shit. I mean,
Yeah.
still, she gonna be dead last. Like they gonna be the last six people, and then Cassie may be first.
I feel you.
But other than those six, like everybody else, oh, scratch that. Let me think of another person that's not in that second row. Honestly, Garrus, man. Garrus is not interesting to me either. I don't care for
Yeah,
Garrus.
he's not. He's not. I've always seen Gears as like just that. He always Gears players always have done the same combo against me, and that's why just every time I see the combo, I get more uninterested in them.
I don't even
Even
have a problem with his powers or nothing. Just being able to control time and his sand power is cool, but it's
yeah, that's
also
super
not cool. It's like I see it, I'm like, this shit look kind of boring.
cool. Yeah, and it's annoying to deal with too, especially if you're fighting a person that know what they're doing with gears. It's even more annoying.
My main issue with him is just his fatal blows are just way too easy to do. You can
Yeah.
lose 70% just immediately off like 2 crushing blows. I'm like, come on, man, this character is
Hmm.
ridiculous. But everybody else is pretty interesting though. Like I'll pick up like 1 or 2 variations, but yeah, the person I just don't care about using at all, Garrus and everybody in that second row. Other than I'll check out Cassie. Cassie is somebody I may pick up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Even I be hearing Joker and Spawn damn near overpowered, and I still don't care
Hey,
about using them.
Joker, they got him as top 3 now.
You got him as top 3?
Everybody got him as top 3.
Oh, okay,
Well,
okay.
some people got him in their top 5, but he's definitely in that top few characters.
Shit, that's the case. Let me ask you real quick about tier lists. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm somebody where this is actually in regards to everything like in life, movies, music, sports, whatever. I'm somebody where I don't like to talk about things that I feel like I don't have a valid opinion on because no, I don't want to come off as stupid. Like, I don't want to say something and I clearly don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
in regards to tier lists, the reason I say that is because I feel like most of the time when people even make tier lists, they're talking about a character they don't even use. Like they're just saying a bunch of stuff like, "Oh yeah, this character not that good." It's like, bro, do you even play like this character at all? Like I feel
Uh-huh.
like if you don't actually fully know how to use every character and every variation, you shouldn't be making a tier list because you're talking about somebody you don't pick up. So how would you know?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
my answer to you is like my question to you is pretty much what's your opinion on that when you see people tier list, do you just be like, okay, this person clearly does not know how to use this character, like something like that?
I mean, off the bat, it's a tier list, so it's gonna be their opinion. So I'm
Right.
automatically just not gonna take it as a negative thing. But I have come across a couple of people that say certain things about a character, specifically like my character. They would say some crazy stuff about it that they feel like it's annoying to deal with, and I just tell them like, yo, she's that's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. If it's not real, I'm gonna let them know it's not real. But nobody really understands that because it's their opinion. At the
Right.
end of the day, that's what you're gonna start with. That's what you're gonna end with. Is their opinion. So I can't change help them change their mind or anything.
I don't think I could ever bring myself to make a tier list for that variation. I mean, for that very reason. It's just some characters like Kano, Cabal, Shiva. I have no clue how to use them,
Mhm.
so I wouldn't be making a tier list. I just feel like if you don't use a character, you shouldn't be making a tier list talking about them because you wouldn't know their ins and outs.
Yeah, I feel you. I understand that.
But you did bring up something about Jade really quickly. Well, this is KD. Of course, you're gonna say something about Jade. But I do have a quick question about the perception of Jade in the community, and this is something that you put on Twitter at one point, saying how you just hate how she's perceived as scrubby, and don't nobody like think that there's any great Jade players, and everybody's a scrub. Now,
Hmm.
when I first read your tweet, I was like, yeah, like he pretty much right. Yeah, people just automatically assume that Jade is a scrub and there's no depth to her. And this is what happened like the next day after I saw your tweet. It was somebody character video I was watching about the cons of like Combat League and why they don't like it and whatnot.
Hmm.
And they was talking about teabaggers. The person who made the video was like, "Oh my god, I hate people that teabag. It's so unsportsmanlike. It's so childish, whatever." So I left a true comment on the video. I'm like, "Yes, I teabag after every victory, and I don't care." First of all, the reason I teabag in general is because I just find it crazy how much emotion it's just that people have tied behind that. I feel like it's such a stupid thing to get mad over. Like, bro, we're playing Mortal Kombat. I can literally rip out
Yes.
your
At the
heart. I
end
can
of the
rip
day,
out your brain.
exactly. It's a
I can
video
do
game too.
everything to you. I can literally like mutilate your whole body and you don't care. But me standing next to your character, constantly pressing the down button, just suddenly enrages you. I've had people mention me like, "Oh my god, well, you couldn't just win the match and move on. Why'd you have to teabag? You didn't have to be
Yeah,
such a cunt."
exactly.
I'm like, bro, this you got way too much emotions tied to the wrong thing. This should not be bothering you. So
Hmm.
back to the video, I commented that dude and I told the dude, I'm like, I teabag after every victory. I don't care because I think it's crazy that people get so upset over something so stupid. And then another dude that wasn't the person who made the video, another dude in the comment section responded to me and was like, "Oh my gosh, you're one of those toxic players. This is why people don't enjoy Combat League because of people like
Hmm.
you." And I was like, bro, cry me a river, bro. It's not that deep. And
Yeah, it's
then
really not.
literally the very next thing out this man's mouth was, "I bet you're a scrubby J player that just jumps in the air and throws projectiles and to go invisible all day, or you're probably a Kung Lao player that just dive kicks all over the place." And then I was like, I put like a long ass like line of dots, like any lip system shit. I was like, first of all, I have zero clue how to use Kung Lao. And when it comes to Jade, I don't even play Emerald Defender. I just play Jaded. So why would you even say that? That he was like, I'm just saying, you talking about UBT bagging people, so you most likely a scrub that you use a Jade. And that's what made me think about your tweet. I'm like, damn. KD was 100% right. People that I just think Jade just a sucky character that only noobs be using.
Mm-hmm.
How did that even happen? How do people even come across that perception of Jade?
I mean, they may run into because I'll say this that stereotype that they have over is they don't just you don't just label somebody as something for no reason. So I can agree that there are some people out there that play like that, but here's the thing about that: not everybody plays like that. You can say that this character, every time somebody pick this character, all they do is grab, but there's some people out there that use that character that don't grab. They got combos. They know how to play good defense, good offense, and yeah, that's why I can't really like label a character. I may say when I label somebody, I would say some people or people like this. I would say something like that, but I won't say every Jade player jumps in the air, every Kung Lao player grabs and dive kicks and stuff like that. So yeah.
Shit, I think it's like you said, not everybody plays like that, but it is enough to where, I mean, would you say that it's enough people that do it to where you understand why people got that perception?
Yeah. I understand, but I just try to defend the fact that not everybody does that.
Okay, yeah, you can't tell that to people who hate Jade. There are some people the moment you pick Jade, this is all you about to do is just spam projectiles all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's how she is. But in regards to, because I remember you said you played Jade during the beta and the tournament variations came out and they pretty much played into your playstyle perfectly. So when that being said, when the third variations came out, what was your first impression of Untamable? Did you like it right off the bat, or was you just like, I'm gonna have to get used to this? What was your opinion on Untamable?
Okay, so here's the thing about Untamable. So in the beta, you had the option to make your own variations and stuff. So I would have her. This is what helped me get used to it super fast because in the beta she had and still now she has the extended strings option as a special move in there. So in the beta, that's all I used was extended strings, and like I said, I was just making my combos look super nice and being real fancy. So when they dropped the third variation, and I seen that was in there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get used to this pretty fast because I was basically doing this in the beta. And yeah, I grabbed the variation and went online, and I was doing exactly what I was doing in the beta. And I'm still doing exactly what I was doing in the beta right now.
Yeah, the only thing that I didn't, I think because this is a move that I didn't have equipped in any of my sets in the beta was just the, what's the move, the down back three where she pokes the ground? What is it?
When she slammed it, I
forgot the name of the move.
I forget what it's called. I think it's called Vanishing Wind or something like that.
I be getting Vanishing Winds mixed up with the divine something. I forgot.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Me too. That's why I don't even
Divine Forces. I think that's what it's called. Vanishing Winds or Divine Forces. That's the name of them.
Yeah,
I be getting the name confused. Yeah, Vanishing Winds was a move I had to get used to. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but let's see what I can do.
I just call it pole slam, and reflect. That's all I call them.
All right, so shit. In regards to picking up characters and Mortal Kombat 11, other than taking my characters, what would you? Has there been a character that was just like really challenging to learn? When you first started to practice with them, you was like, okay, learning this person is going to take a minute. They got a lot of stuff to them. They've been really challenging to pick up. Don't say Sindel.
No.
I learned got a 244 and scream all day with her.
I'll be honest, I learned Sindel in 5 minutes, man. I was like, okay, back three, scream, overhead. That's all you got to do. Or scream, cancel. That's all you got to do, man.
All right.
But a character that was pretty difficult for me to learn, I'll probably say when I started to get into Devora, her first variation with the bugs and all the setups and stuff.
I want to pick up Devora.
Yeah, she is super interesting. But what's crazy is she is setup character. So in previous games, setup characters have always been like they move scale super hard because you have the option, the ability to actually like do an infinite. So yeah, her damage is real small. So I was trying to find like the best setups and best combos I could do with her to get some significant damage, and whilst trying to set up with her.
Yep.
So yeah, I say Devora
Okay,
definitely.
yeah, so setup character is not supposed to have big like 35% combos. It's supposed to be like little 20% with here and there that you can continually do one after the other, and it all adds up.
Yeah, yeah. Not Joker though. Not Joker.